I remember the very first time I imagined you, as if your soul had quietly appeared in my thoughts before I even met you. There was a strange familiarity, a sense that I had known you long before our paths could ever cross. Every detail felt vivid, the way your laughter would echo in my mind, the warmth of your presence that seemed to wrap around me like sunlight. It was as if destiny had whispered your name softly, guiding my heart toward a future I hadn't yet understood. Even in that early vision, your presence carried a power I couldn't ignore. The world around me seemed ordinary, yet thinking of you made everything shimmer with a new kind of light. Every sound, every color, every small moment seemed brighter, more alive, as if the universe was preparing me for the day I would finally meet you. I realized then that love isn't always sudden. Sometimes it is a quiet, insistent calling that grows stronger with every heartbeat. I found myself imagining who you were, your smile, your thoughts, the way your eyes could hold both mischief and wisdom. I wondered what your dreams might be, and how your heart carried kindness in a world that often forgets it. Even without knowing your face, I felt the depth of your spirit, the strength and grace that would one day make you the center of my life. It was more than curiosity. It was a recognition, as if part of me had always been waiting for you. Life before you was a series of incomplete stories, chapters without conclusion. I went through days that were full but somehow empty, moments that felt fleeting and hollow. And yet, in that emptiness, I began to understand that there was a space only you could fill. My heart, unknowingly, had been preparing itself, creating a place where your love could bloom, and I felt an almost sacred anticipation for what was to come. There came a moment when I realized that this feeling was no longer just imagination. Somewhere deep inside, I knew you existed, waiting to share your life with mine. It wasn't just hope, it was certainty, a profound knowing that my heart had already chosen you. That knowledge filled me with a mix of awe and gratitude, as if I had glimpsed the divine order of the universe and understood the beauty of timing. I began to dream about our life together, weaving visions of laughter, quiet mornings, and shared adventures. I imagined holding your hand through challenges and celebrating every triumph together. These dreams were not just fantasies, they became my guiding light, shaping the way I wanted to live and love. Each thought of you strengthened my resolve to be the person worthy of the life we would create together. I made promises to you even before meeting you, vows whispered silently in the depths of my heart. I vowed to honor you, to protect the light in your eyes, to be your strength when you felt weary, and your joy when the world felt gray. I knew that love was more than words. It was commitment, presence, and the willingness to grow together through every season. These silent promises became the foundation upon which my future with you would be built. And now, even before our first real embrace, I can declare with certainty that you are the queen of my heart. Every heartbeat carries your name, every thought returns to your presence, and every dream has been painted with the colors of your soul. You are more than a vision. You are the answer to a longing I didn't fully understand, the missing piece that completes the story of my life. And one day, when I finally hold you close, I will tell you that from the very beginning, my heart knew that you were always meant to reign there. There is a quiet magic in the way she exists in the world, a presence that turns ordinary moments into something unforgettable. When she enters a room, it is not just her beauty that captures attention, but the warmth and light she carries with her. It's as if the air itself shifts, and suddenly, even the simplest things, a smile, a laugh, a glance, become profound reminders of what love feels like. Her presence is a gentle force that awakens the heart and stirs the soul in ways words often fail to describe. Every moment shared with her feels amplified, as though time itself recognizes the value of her existence. A simple conversation becomes a treasure, filled with laughter, understanding, and quiet admiration. The way she listens, truly listens, to the world and to those around her, leaves an imprint that lingers long after she has gone. She transforms not only the moments we share, but the very way I perceive life itself, showing me beauty where I had overlooked it. Her influence stretches beyond the moments we share, touching the depths of my thoughts and dreams. She inspires me to imagine bigger, to hope harder, and to live with courage and authenticity. Even when she is not near, her energy continues to guide me, a quiet reminder of what love can do to awaken the best within us. Her presence is both a comfort and a challenge, pushing me to grow while making me feel endlessly safe. In her presence, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. A simple walk through the park feels like a scene from a dream, every leaf, every ray of sunlight, imbued with new meaning. Even the mundane tasks of daily life are transformed when she is near, because she brings attention, intention, and love to everything she touches. She reminds me that the world can always feel magical when seen through the eyes of someone who truly believes in wonder. She carries a warmth that heals without words, a subtle but powerful energy that makes people around her feel valued and seen. Her laughter has the power to lift spirits, her smile to calm anxieties, and her mere presence to remind me that life is meant to be cherished. Being near her is like standing in the sunlight after a long winter. It awakens hope, joy, and a quiet reverence for the beauty of simply being alive. Her presence challenges me to be my best self, to act with kindness, patience, and empathy. She teaches without preaching, inspires without demanding, and transforms without effort. Every gesture, every word, every glance carries a depth that shifts how I view my own potential and the possibilities of love. With her, even my dreams feel more vivid, my ambitions more attainable, and my heart more open to the world around me. Even in moments of distance, her influence remains. I find myself reflecting on her impact, replaying her laughter, her words, and the way she moves through the world with grace. Her presence has become a part of my inner landscape, a source of inspiration and joy that colors even the loneliest or most challenging days. She has taught me that love is not only about physical closeness, but about the energy we carry into the world because of someone we hold dear. Ultimately, her presence is a reminder that life is richer and more meaningful when shared with someone who touches the heart so profoundly. She is a quiet force that transforms everything, turning ordinary experiences into extraordinary memories. To be near her is to feel alive in a way that is impossible to capture fully in words. She is not just a part of my life, she is the light that shapes it, the heartbeat that steadies it, and the inspiration that fills it with endless wonder. Her heart is a force unlike any other, full of courage that shines even in the darkest moments. She faces life's challenges with a quiet strength that leaves me in awe, proving time and again that resilience can coexist with tenderness. Watching her navigate the world with bravery and grace inspires me to meet my own struggles with the same unwavering determination. Her courage is not loud or showy. It is steady, steadfast, and profoundly beautiful. The kindness she carries within her is a light that touches everyone she meets. Even in fleeting interactions, her compassion leaves a mark that lingers long after the moment has passed. She notices the small things that others overlook, offering warmth, understanding, and care without expectation. Her kindness is contagious, and being near her makes me want to be better, to love more deeply, and to see the world through the lens of empathy she naturally embodies. There is a gentle wisdom in the way she moves through life, a grace that softens the edges of a sometimes harsh world. She understands that true strength is rooted in patience, humility, and the ability to forgive. Her heart guides her actions, creating harmony in moments of tension and spreading calm when uncertainty looms. I am endlessly inspired by the balance she maintains between holding firm to her values and remaining open to the needs of others. Her compassion knows no bounds, extending not only to those she loves but also to strangers in the world at large. She notices pain and joy alike, responding with authenticity and warmth. Her empathy transforms ordinary interactions into meaningful connections, and I often find myself learning from the way she moves through the world with such awareness. Her heart teaches me that love is not just a feeling but an action, expressed through care, attention, and understanding. Even when I falter, she lifts me up with quiet reassurance and unwavering support. Her heart holds a space for my fears, my doubts, and my imperfections, allowing me to grow without judgment. She has taught me that true love nurtures, encourages, and empowers, and in her presence, I feel both safe and inspired to become the best version of myself. Her strength is not only in what she does, but in how she makes others feel seen and valued. Her courage is matched by a deep sense of hope that colors the way she approaches life. She believes in possibilities even when circumstances seem impossible, and her faith in goodness and love strengthens my own resolve. I have watched her create light in places where despair once lingered, and it has shown me that the heart's power lies not only in endurance, but in its ability to uplift and inspire. She carries her heart openly, never hiding the depth of her love, care, or conviction. Her vulnerability is not weakness but a testament to her authenticity, and it draws me closer in ways that words can scarcely describe. I am humbled by the trust she places in the world and in me, and her openness encourages me to share my own heart fully without fear. In every gesture, every word, every glance, I see the remarkable strength that comes from a heart that loves deeply and freely. Her heart is a beacon, guiding both her and those around her toward light, love, and possibility. It inspires me every day to live with intention, to love without reservation, and to approach life with courage and compassion. She is not only the love of my life, but the source of inspiration that shapes my journey, reminding me that true strength is measured not by power alone, but by the depth of love and the willingness to shine for others. Before she came into my life, there was a quiet emptiness that I didn't fully understand. Days passed, filled with routine and familiarity, yet there was always a sense of something missing. I went through life achieving goals and chasing dreams, but even the most satisfying moments felt incomplete. There was a void in my heart that whispered quietly, reminding me that it had been waiting for someone it had yet to meet. I often found myself longing for a connection that went beyond surface-level interactions. Conversations were pleasant, but they never stirred my soul or ignited that spark of profound understanding. I realized that I had been searching not for someone to fill my time, but for someone to complete the very essence of who I was. Life before her was like a melody without harmony, a story without its final chapter, a painting missing its most vibrant colors. In the silence of my solitude, I began to recognize the patterns of my own heart. I saw how easily I gave pieces of myself to others, yet none of it truly resonated. It was a subtle ache, a reminder that love is not about companionship alone, but about finding the person who mirrors your soul and makes your heart feel at home. The longing I felt was not just for company, but for a love that would awaken every part of me. I also reflected on the lessons I learned in those days of waiting. Every experience, every heartbreak, and every fleeting joy had shaped me, preparing me for her arrival. Life before her taught me patience, self-awareness, and the importance of truly understanding what it means to love and be loved. Though I didn't realize it at the time, the emptiness was molding me, carving out a space where her presence could one day flourish. There were moments of loneliness that felt heavy, as if the world moved forward, while I remained in a quiet, unfulfilled pause. Yet even in that stillness, there was hope, a faint but persistent belief that someone extraordinary was out there, someone who would transform longing into fulfillment. I clung to that hope, unaware of the way fate was quietly orchestrating the meeting of our hearts. I began to notice that even ordinary moments carried a subtle sense of anticipation. A smile from a stranger, a kind word, a fleeting encounter. These small experiences hinted that life was leading me somewhere greater. I didn't know who she was yet, but I sensed that the emptiness I felt was not permanent. It was a space reserved for her, a space that could only be filled by the love that was meant for me. Even amidst the emptiness, I discovered a quiet strength within myself. I learned to appreciate my own company, to nurture my dreams, and to honor the person I was becoming. Life before her was not entirely sorrowful. It was a period of growth, preparation, and reflection. It was shaping me into someone capable of recognizing and cherishing the incredible love that awaited me. And then came the realization that life before her had a purpose. It was the foundation upon which our love would be built. The longing, the quiet moments of solitude, and the subtle ache in my heart were all leading me toward her. When she arrived, it would be as if the missing piece had finally found its place, completing a story that had been waiting patiently to unfold. Life before her had been necessary, but life with her promised to be everything I had ever dreamed of and more. There was a moment so quiet and ordinary, yet it carried a weight that would forever change my heart. I was caught in the flow of life, thinking I understood what love felt like, when suddenly everything shifted. In an instant, the world seemed sharper, brighter, as if it had been patiently waiting for me to see clearly. And in that instant, I realized that she was not just someone I admired or cared for. She was the one who completed the rhythm of my soul. It wasn't a dramatic revelation or a thunderclap of emotion, but rather a gentle knowing that settled deep within me. I felt it in my chest, a warmth spreading quietly but powerfully through every fiber of my being. The certainty was undeniable. It was as if my heart had been quietly whispering her name all along. And finally, I had stopped to truly listen. Every doubt, every question I had ever carried about love faded in that single, transformative moment. I remember noticing the smallest details. The way she spoke, the subtle expressions in her eyes, the effortless way she moved through the world. Each gesture felt significant, as if it carried the story of her heart and the promise of a shared future. I realized that it wasn't just her beauty or charm that captivated me. It was the way her soul resonated with mine, creating a harmony I had never known existed before. In that instant, I also became aware of the depth of my own emotions. I felt a surge of gratitude for having found someone who understood me without explanation, who inspired me without effort, and who awakened a love I had only imagined in dreams. It was overwhelming in the most beautiful way, a mixture of awe, wonder, and a profound sense of belonging. I knew I wanted to protect that feeling, to nurture it, and to never let it fade. The clarity of that moment revealed a vision of the future I had longed for, though I hadn't realized it until then. I could see us sharing quiet mornings, laughter-filled evenings, and countless adventures together. I could imagine the strength we would lend each other in difficult times, the comfort we would provide in moments of sorrow, and the joy we would celebrate in moments of triumph. In that moment, the path forward became unmistakably clear. She was the one I wanted beside me for all the days to come. I also felt an unspoken promise rise from my heart, a vow that I would cherish her, honor her, and love her without hesitation or reservation. The moment carried not only certainty but responsibility, a deep awareness that this love was sacred and deserving of devotion. I knew that from this point forward, my life would be measured not just by my own experiences, but by the love I shared with her and the happiness I could bring into her life. There was a sense of destiny in that realization, a feeling that all the paths I had walked, all the moments of waiting and searching, had led me to her. It was as if the universe had aligned in that single heartbeat to confirm that she was the answer to every unspoken question, the missing piece my heart had been seeking. I understood that love like this is rare, precious, and worth holding with every ounce of my being. From that moment on, everything changed. Every thought, every plan, every hope became intertwined with her presence. The certainty that she was the one gave me courage, clarity, and a depth of emotion I had never known before. I realized that the moment I truly knew she was mine was not just a fleeting feeling. It was the beginning of a lifelong journey, a journey I was ready to embrace with all the love my heart could hold. I often find myself imagining the life we will share together, picturing moments so vivid they feel almost real even before they happen. I see us waking up to quiet mornings, the sunlight spilling across the room as we share soft smiles and whispered words. There is a comfort in knowing that even the simplest moments, like a shared cup of coffee or a gentle glance across the table, will feel extraordinary because we will be together. I imagine the adventures we will take, exploring places both near and far, and discovering not just the world but each other. Every journey will be a shared story, a collection of laughter, wonder, and memories that bind our hearts ever closer. I see us holding hands as we navigate new experiences, supporting each other through uncertainties, and celebrating each small victory with unrestrained joy. Even the quiet moments of stillness will feel full when shared with her. Sitting together in silence, feeling the rhythm of each other's presence, will be a comfort beyond words. In those moments, words will not be needed, for our hearts will speak in a language only we understand. I imagine how peaceful and whole life will feel in such intimate closeness, where simply being together is enough. I envision the way we will support each other through challenges, offering encouragement, patience, and understanding. Life will inevitably bring obstacles, but I see us facing them together with unwavering trust and devotion. And knowing that we will have each other's backs through difficult times fills me with hope and a quiet confidence that our love will grow stronger. No matter what comes our way, I imagine building dreams together, creating a home filled with warmth, laughter, and love. Every corner of that life will reflect the care, respect, and devotion we hold for one another. Whether through shared hobbies, quiet evenings, or the simple acts of daily life, I see our bond deepening and our love becoming a guiding force that shapes everything we do. The vision of our future also includes joy in the little things, moments that might seem ordinary but will feel extraordinary because we experience them together. A walk through the park, cooking a meal side by side, or sharing a quiet sunset. These moments will become treasures, reminders that love is found in both the grand adventures and the simple, everyday experiences. I also imagine the growth we will inspire in each other, encouraging dreams and nurturing ambitions. With her by my side, I feel I can be my true self, striving for more, embracing challenges, and reaching for possibilities I might have once thought impossible. I see her presence as a source of strength, a gentle push to be better while offering unwavering love and acceptance no matter the outcome. Ultimately, I imagine a life where love is the foundation of everything we do, where respect, care, and understanding guide every choice. Our shared dreams, adventures, and quiet moments will become the story of us, a testament to a love that is both passionate and steadfast. I see a future where being together is not just a dream, but the reality of a life fully lived, a life built on the unshakable bond of two hearts committed to each other. From the very first moment I knew my heart belonged to you, I felt a deep desire to promise you everything I could offer. Not just in words, but in every action, every choice, every day of my life. I want you to know that my loyalty will never waver, that no matter where life takes us, you will always have a steadfast place in my heart. I promise to protect your happiness as if it were my own, to nurture your dreams and celebrate every achievement with genuine joy. Your smile will always be my compass, guiding me toward the things that matter most. I want to be the person you can lean on when the world feels heavy, the safe harbor where your heart can rest without fear or doubt. Even in moments of disagreement or difficulty, my commitment to you will remain unshaken. I vow to listen with patience, to speak with honesty, and to act with love. I will never take for granted the precious bond we share, because I understand that a love like ours is rare, fragile, and infinitely worth cherishing. I promise to grow with you, to evolve alongside you, and to embrace the journey we will take together. Life will change, seasons will shift, and we will face challenges, but my dedication to you will be the constant in our ever-changing world. I will meet every new day determined to love you better, to honor you more, and to never forget the gift of having you in my life. I vow to celebrate not only your successes but your struggles as well, holding your hand through every joy and every sorrow. I want to be there to lift you when you stumble, to comfort you when life feels unfair, and to cheer you on as you pursue your dreams. Your life will never be lived alone, for my heart is intertwined with yours in every step of the way. I promise to treasure the small moments as much as the grand gestures, to notice the way your eyes light up when you laugh, to cherish the quiet intimacy of our shared routines, and to find beauty in the ordinary simply because it is with you. I will honor the everyday as an expression of the extraordinary love we share. Above all, I promise to love you unconditionally, without expectation or reservation. My devotion will not waver based on circumstances or time, because the heart that chose you will never stray. You are the center of my life, the queen of my heart, and my love for you will endure as a guiding light for all the days to come. Finally, I make these promises not just for today, but for every day of our future together. I vow to show you through every word and action that your happiness, your heart, and your love are my highest priorities. With every breath I take, I will honor the bond we share, and I will spend my life proving that my heart was always meant to belong to you. Her presence in my life has transformed the way I see the world, turning ordinary experiences into moments of inspiration. Simply being near her encourages me to reach deeper within myself, to explore possibilities I once thought beyond my grasp. She has a way of making the simplest moments feel profound, and through her love, I find courage I didn't know I had. Her words, her laughter, and even the quiet confidence she carries ignite a fire within me. They remind me that life is not meant to be lived passively, but with intention, passion, and a willingness to grow. Every time I witness her pursuing her dreams or facing challenges with grace, I am motivated to push myself further, to embrace my own potential fully. She inspires me to dream bigger, to envision a life that is not limited by fear or doubt. Her faith in herself and in us serves as a mirror for my own aspirations, reflecting the possibilities that can exist when love and support guide every step. I find myself imagining goals that once seemed unreachable, simply because she shows me that everything is possible when approached with courage and determination. Her love is not just comforting, it is empowering. It challenges me to be better not in response to obligation, but from a deep desire to honor the connection we share. She elevates my thoughts, my actions, and my intentions, encouraging me to cultivate qualities that I admire in her: patience, kindness, perseverance, and authenticity. I notice that even the way she approaches life has a ripple effect on those around her. Her optimism, her curiosity, and her genuine care for others inspire me to act with more thoughtfulness and purpose. I want to emulate the way she lights up every space she enters, not for recognition, but because she lives from a place of integrity and love. Her influence extends to the quietest parts of my heart, the areas I sometimes forget to nurture. She awakens a sense of self-awareness, prompting reflection, growth, and the desire to become the person she already sees in me. Her belief in my potential strengthens my own belief, and her encouragement becomes a constant source of motivation. Through her love, I have learned that life is richest when shared with someone who inspires you to be your best self. Every day with her becomes an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to experience joy more fully. Her influence reminds me that love is not static. It is dynamic, transformative, and capable of shaping the very core of who we are. Ultimately, her presence in my life is a gift that keeps unfolding. She motivates me to embrace my dreams, live authentically, and love deeply. Her influence is a guiding light, one that will continue to shape my choices, my actions, and the person I become. Because of her, I am not just living, I am becoming the best version of myself, and every step of that journey is illuminated by the love she shares so freely. Life is full of challenges, moments when the road feels steep and the path uncertain. I know that no matter how prepared we think we are, difficulties will come our way, testing our patience, our courage, and our hearts. Yet even in the face of uncertainty, I find comfort in the knowledge that we will face these moments together, hand in hand, hearts aligned. When obstacles arise, it will not be fear or doubt that guides us, but our unwavering trust in each other. I have learned that true love is not measured only in times of joy, but in how two hearts endure together.